Hi, I'm David Scuto, along with Caleb Howard and Will Shackman. And today we're going to be going over the 2017-2018 fantasy football pre-draft and mock drafts. So let's start off with quarterbacks. Will, who do you have? If you have first overall pick and you're going to take a quarterback, who do you take?
Taking Aaron Rodgers for sure, Davis. He's consistent every year for fantasy, and he throws lots of touchdowns, minimal interceptions, always throws for good yardage, and he's not injury prone either. So he's reliable all season.
Who would you take as your backup?
As my backup?
As a realistic backup.
Backup? Oh man, maybe. I feel like Joe Flacco could be decent, but with the addition of Jeremy Maclin, Benjamin Watson's back. Eli Manning could be a decent backup quarterback. There are lots of good options for backup quarterbacks nowadays with the emergence of.
So for me, if I had first pick and it had to be a quarterback, I would take Tom Brady. He's very reliable, and I can always count on him to throw TDs. What about you? Who do you take?
I would personally take Eli Manning. And the main reason is because of the hands on the Giants. They have Odell Beckham, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, and Brandon Marshall. That's touchdowns all day.
And they also have a good offensive line, which would give Eli Manning a little more time.
All right.
Sure. Running backs. For me, I take David Johnson from Arizona.
I'm taking Zeke. Not Zeke. I'm taking Le'Veon Bell for sure. Best running back in the league. Easy. He catches the ball. He runs well. He's not like the other backs in the league. He spends more time behind the line of scrimmage than any other running back in the league because he's patient. He finds the holes that the O-line creates for him, and he gets through them and explodes for big yardage.
Yeah, I would take Le'Veon Bell too mainly because of his patience. He can stay behind the line for 2-3 seconds and then find the hole and break out, and then with that speed, definitely Le'Veon Bell.
What'd you say? I'd also think about taking Zeke. He's so explosive. As a rookie, he showed what he can do, and I think that he's definitely going to be a good player in the long term in this league.
I think so too.
Wide receiver, who do you go with?
I'm going with Antonio Brown or Julio Jones or Odell Beckham Jr. I think I would hold off. Odell would be my third choice because the Giants have added some good receiving targets, and I feel like Odell is going to be focused on most, so some of those targets to him are going to go to some of those other reliable receivers on the Giants. So I think if you go with Julio Jones, he's the main target on the Falcons, and Mohamed Sanu, he's a decent too, but Julio Jones is always going to be the first look for Matt Ryan. If you go with Antonio Brown, it's the same thing. You've got Martavis Bryant coming back. He's a good receiver, but the receivers on Falcons and the Steelers don't live up to Julio Jones and Antonio Brown, so they're always going to be the number one look.
I would go with Odell just because he's so consistent, like he's been the past 2 years with fantasy football, averaging maybe 15.5 points a game. And Antonio Brown, he has off games, which kind of make a hole in my roster, so therefore I would go Odell first.
I would take DeAndre Hopkins.
From Houston?
From Houston, Texas. Now he has a very good quarterback coming. I would definitely take DeAndre Hopkins.
Especially since Will Fuller is the only other thing they have. They don't have good tight ends or good receivers.
So these were your predictions for the 2017-18 NFL season. I'm David Scuto alongside Will Shackman and Caleb Howard. Thank you.
Hi, Mom.